Okay, let's see. Hello, everyone, and welcome to just kind of a random Hangout stream today. It's just going to be kind of a revamping of our Trek trivia game that we've been playing every now and then. We decided to try and do it like as a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire style game. I think I've kind of figured out how to do it, but yeah, it's going to be a little bit rough today. So we'll see if this works out. There's actually a better program I want to use to make this game, but for now, just to test out the concept to see if it's going to even work out, I figured we'll just use a um, basically it's a website template that just makes a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire style game, and we'll just use that to try it out first. The problem is it's heavily ad supported, so there's just ads all over this thing right now. But anyway, I made up two different boards so we can try two different rounds and then just kind of just hang out today for a little while. But still trying to figure all this out. Why is this? Oh, so that's weird. The chat from the other stream is actually connected into this one too, which is kind of odd. That comes from Streamlabs. Weird. All right, so I'm just trying to get this set up still. So we need a window capture. It's gonna be we're gonna have to do this through StreamYard, I think. So let me get a StreamYard window open. All right, so we have all the question bank is there in case we need it, and then all right, so I'm just getting a StreamYard set up, and then we can, when someone stops by, we can see if they want to play. Patrick is around, so if he wants to play the first, he has to go to bed soon because it's getting late where he is. He can come in and play the first round. Enter studio, add me to the stage. I need to fix, what the heck is going on? I need to fix the screen here. So, oh, you know what? We'll just start the virtual camera too. That should fix my avatar on StreamYard. It does. Alright, then we'll share screen. We're going to use... I think this is the one, right? Okay, so move that for a minute. Just need the invite link. Alright, and then add all this to StreamYard. So we need to go here. We'll change this into StreamYard. That is not the right StreamYard window. Let's try this one. Alright, for some reason, we're going into super infinity screen with StreamYard today, so I think that'll turn the virtual camera off, which is fine. Let me just turn this back to being a regular avatar, and that should fix that. And alright, we'll just hang out and kind of wait for anyone to show up, and then we'll play a round or two and try and see if this is going to even work out. I didn't actually... None of these questions are my own. There's a couple websites that have that set up questions for a bunch of trivia questions already. So I was just trying pulling them from there. They have them actually split up into different categories as far as like easy, difficult, normal. So I was kind of just running through a bunch of them and trying to pick out a bunch of random questions and then trying to at least order them from like at least the easiest to the most difficult ones. Some of them are probably still pretty easy. Actually, all of them are actually really easy. Um, except for like maybe like one or two that are in each board that are kind of just random that are a little bit weird. Hello. All right, so here's the link, Patrick, if you want to play this around and try out the board and see if we've got everything running correctly. Hey, Omni. All right. So, let me get everything else set up. All right, so I think I think what we can probably do is, since we're not really set up for everything quite yet, obviously we can still do lifelines. We have the 50-50 thing. That's integrated into the game board, it looks like. Then we'll have the whole phone a friend thing. We can just probably just you can pick like one person in the chat to ask, and then just ask. That way we don't have to bring them into the backstage because it's kind of early in the day still, and people might not be around. And then obviously if we do the poll, if we do the poll the audience, whatever, we'll just ask the audience or whatever. We'll do the YouTube poll for that one, and then we'll just see how that goes. So anyway, how you doing, Patrick?
Hi.
Right.
And of course, my television decides to issue a software update. Oh, it's back again. Okay.
All right, so we'll use the first board. This one's probably easier than the second one. Well, actually, you know what? I shouldn't even say that because I actually think they're pretty both easy. But I figure we'll just go until I mean, I'm assuming actually that you're gonna be able to get all 15 questions correct because, like I said, they're not that difficult. And on the odd chance that you don't, I just figured that at least having two boards fully made is fine. But then if you get stuck on some, like if we like only made question 6, I could just rewrite. I could just plug in new questions for the first 6 or whatever, and just reuse and keep reusing the board until we use up all the questions. But the problem with this one is you can't like save your board, so I just had to have like have the editor open twice and just so I just have to. It's stupid. So hopefully I can figure out the what you call it,
the phone a Borg I'm around.
hopefully I can figure out how to get the PowerPoint one to work. I just need to be able to link it to whatever site it is. I forgot what it is, so I'll have to look it up again. But for now,
I'm
we'll
trying
just
to
try
get
this
my
one.
second screen working, so.
All right, so we're just gonna do this as a shared screen in a second here.
My audio's go.
All right, are you ready, Patrick?
Stand by. Let's get one. Okay, just in case I have StreamYard on one screen and YouTube on the other one, so that I can continue and watch the chat.
All right.
Just in case.
All right, so let's play some Trek trivia. Who wants to be a millionaire style? And see if this
I'm
actually
very
works
excited.
out. All right. Your first $100 question. According to the opening voiceover in Star Trek the original series, how long was the Enterprise's mission? A, continuing. B, 10 years. C, 5 years. D, 3 years.
It's a 5-year mission, C.
Is that your final answer, Patrick?
I already thought that I was wrong because it's red, but yes, that's my final answer.
Patrick gets his first question correct for 100 points. Or Jeff's paying you the money. We learned. So $100 so far from Jeff. The only bad thing is that there's ads all over this damn thing.
Yeah, that's a
All
little
right.
bit unfortunate, but okay.
Question number 2. In Deep Space Nine episode in Purgatory Shadow, Garrick wants whom to give him a recommendation to Starfleet Academy. A. Cisco. B. Admiral Ross. C. Dax. Or D. Worf.
That would be Cisco. Answer A.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, it is.
Unfortunately, you are incorrect.
What?
Nog wanted Cisco's recommendation.
Yeah. Okay. What was the question again?
Garrick. Who did Garrick want to recommend him?
Consum.
And the answer was
Oh,
Worf in the runabout.
then I misunderstood the question. Okay, well, I'm out.
Patrick with no money loses all his cash on question
Shit.
number 2. I went a lot faster than I thought it would.
Yeah. I fail. Okay, you really need to read the damn question. Or listen to it at least. Wants whom to give him a recommendation. Yeah, I just thought Deep Space Nine, Starfleet Academy. Yeah, that's Nog. Dope.
You want to try board number 2, Patrick?
Sure, why not?
I mean, if there's nobody else in the chat that wants to come up and play a board, then we'll just let Patrick try board number 2.
Yeah, because you cannot, of course, change this
Oh, we do have
question now
somebody.
and do it again, or.
Omni is being brave.
Hey,
Ooh, hey, Omni.
what's up, guys? How are you?
Let's do board 2 for you.
Yeah, that was pretty quick,
And that-
Patrick.
Yeah, I
that
feel-
was amazingly quick.
that was really wrong. I hope Cinnabon can replace the question and give it another try.
Yeah,
Later.
I'll replace those 2 questions on that one.
Thanks.
Didn't use a lifeline or nothing. Okay.
I just thought one. Yep, go for it.
Yep.
Let me just
Knock
make sure.
goes to Starfleet Academy. Whoopa. Fail. Yeah, I don't even need Mike to fail. I do it on my own.
You failed.
All right,
It's a
Omni,
fail.
are you ready for your
Oh, I'm ready.
questions?
Let's do this.
All right.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Question number 1 for Omni. What ship class? Wait, is this? Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Let me just make sure this is. I thought this was question 2 for some reason, but I just want to make sure that this is tracking the right question numbers. Oh wait, can you see this? I hope not.
No, I'm not looking at the phone. I'm mobile right now.
Oh, it is. All right. So that is the right one. Okay. Let me hide this. All right. What class of ship is Captain Scott's USS Janolan NCC 2010? A, an unknown class. B, a Danube class. C, Sydney class. Or D, Scout class.
It's not a Danube class. I don't know if it's unknown or not. I know it's the Janolan. It's some kind of transport ship. Let's use a lifeline. Let's use the 50-50.
Unknown or Sydney
Oh, there
class?
it is. Okay. So then let's do Sydney class. Final answer.
That is correct.
Okay.
For 200 points, which of the following Deep Space Nine runabouts was never destroyed in the entire run of the series? The Yukon, the Rio Grande, the Yangtze or the Shenandoah?
What lifelines do I have here?
We've got ask the audience, which would just be audience poll, chat poll, or phone
Like
a
a
friend.
YouTube
You could
chat?
probably just ask Patrick, or you can pick someone in the chat to ask.
I see. Who's out there? Let me see. Is anyone out there? Captain Freedom, Thomas Potts. He says he's on his way to work. Okay. So they got 5 people in the chat. So if I ask the chat, I may not get any answers, or I may get one.
Yeah, I mean that's true. We don't really have many here, so.
So I guess I'll phone a friend. I'll ask Patrick.
I don't even know which one of these it is. But all right, Patrick. Which of the
That would
following
be
Deep Space Nine runabouts was never destroyed in the entire run of the series? Was it the USS Yorktown, USS Rio Grande, USS Yangtze Kian, or USS Shenandoah? You have,
you missed.
You said Yorktown. You mean Yukon? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. He misspoke indeed. But
my
the
God.
answer is, of course, what the hell are you doing?
Sorry, I screwed everything up, so I just had to restart everything.
Okay.
I kind of revealed the answer, but that's okay.
That wasn't the problem because I already knew it was Rio Grande. That's why I made a model of it.
I'm sorry. I had
Is that the
call
answer
coming
you
in.
want
Which
to go
one
with,
is it?
Omni?
Yeah, I'll go with it. Why not? I didn't even hear what he said.
It's correct.
It's Rio Grande.
Perfect.
So there's the poll the audience one. If you do it on here, it gives you like a fake poll. So that's weird. That's why I was clicking these things, because I was wondering if like the phone, because I know on the show on the phone a friend you have a timer, so I was wondering if you clicked that it would put a timer on the screen, but
I think it
for
starts
some reason
after you
just
read the
reveals
question.
the answer.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it was a fake
Okay,
person
good.
you asked, I guess, apparently.
It's a fake.
All right, for 300 points. Which Star Trek character said there was practically no blood? I was surprised at that. A. Jabin, B. Janeway, C. Suter, or D. Torres?
C. Suitor. Final answer.
That is correct.
Nicely done.
It's up to 500. Question 5, 10. 5 is the one where if you get it right, you can't lose any more than you. If you like, you know what I mean. It stays at that level.
Yeah.
Anyway, who was Kirk talking to when he said, "You mean you're the lunatic who is responsible for almost destroying my ship"? Ambassador Fox, B. Captain Tracy, C. Commissioner Ferris, or D. Matt Decker?
That would be D. Matt Decker. Final answer.
That's also correct.
Okay.
No, we don't want to download whatever this ad is. All right. We're at the first threshold of 1,000. Identify the following rule. A Ferengi without profit is no Ferengi at all. Is that Rule 34, Rule 18, Rule 1, or Rule 19?
Oh, geez. It's not 1. I don't know. I don't know my rules very well. I'm going to have to poll the audience.
Let's actually try and run a poll here. So we'll start a poll. I need to grab the question. If I can pick the right window.
What I wanted to say, Omni, was that because of the issues that Cinnabon had, your 50-50 was back.
34.
Oh, is it back? Can I use it?
Yeah, because he restarted.
I can use it.
All right, so there's the poll. If we use the fake one, let's see what the fake one says, shall we? I hesitate to push that, so I wonder if it gives you like the right answer immediately. But 100% right now, with one vote is saying Rule 18.
Thomas would give me a wrong answer, though, purposely. If he's the one voting.
We're now at 50-50 with Rule
He would
34
sabotage
and
me
Rule
purposely.
18. I know, it's true. Polling the chat, you could have people trying to sabotage you.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
That's probably all we're gonna get. So we are going to just end the poll. So right now it's at 50-50 at 34 and 18.
Let's say 30. No, 18. Final answer.
That is correct. Omni is
And
all
that
out of
was-
lifelines at the
then
2,000
I-
point question. If he loses
I
this,
don't
he
know
falls back to
who
the
voted for
1,000.
34, but most likely that was Thomas.
In the last
34 is,
outpost, what did the Ferengi steal from a Federation listening post on Gamatari 4? A T9 energy converter, B, magnesite ore, C, a sensor array, or D, a T7 phase modulator?
T9 energy converter. Final answer.
Is correct.
Nicely done.
For 4,000 points, what is the name of the Klingon Chancellor who preceded Galron? Karatak, B, Jarad, C, Kimtar, or D, Maret?
Is this right? Hang on a second. Are you sure? Did you check these answers, sir?
Yes. Well, they had explanations at the bottom where they in the answer key, and they all seemed correct.
I'm gonna question that because I think it's all right. It's not Karadak. It's not Gerard. It's not right. I thought
I
it
have
was.
I'm also not believing this one.
Yeah, I don't think it's correct. But
Wait.
I'll say Kimtar, but it's actually Kempek. To be
Kempek,
honest with you,
you're still
Right.
fat, Kempek.
Yeah, you're right. It was Kim.
So
I
the-
think they just wrote it wrong.
yeah, but I knew what you meant.
You're still fat, Kempek.
I don't have time to fact check this stuff right now.
This seems like a Conti quiz.
yeah, pretty much. And
Which
Jeff's-
of these
Jeff's not there to
actors for
defend me.
8,000? Question 8. Which of these actors played two different Vulcans? A, Lou Wagner, B, Judith Anderson, C, Mark Leonard, or D, Alexander Enberg?
Two Vulcans. Mark
Hmm.
Leonard played Sarek, but he also played a Romulan, so that's not the answer. I don't think he played a Klingon too. I don't know who the other people are, to be honest with you. So, what are my options here? I can just walk away, or I
Yep, you
could.
can walk away, or you can take a guess and risk it and fall back to 1,000. Possibly. Or guess it right and continue on.
It could be a female. It could be Judith Anderson, because maybe it was two. I don't know who Lou Wagner was. I don't know Enberg. These names aren't ringing a bell. It's not Mark Leonard. That's a trick.
That's a trick indeed.
Right. So I think it's either A, B, or D, and I have no way to check it or think about it. So you know what? I'm gonna walk away with my money. That's it.
Omni walks away with 8,000 points and is the current who wants to be a quatluanaire
Was a good decision because I also didn't know any of the three.
champion at 8,000.
Who was it?
It was, according to the answer key, was Alexander Enberg, played Torek and Vorik.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. He did play Torek on Lower Decks on TNG. Yeah, that's true. I just didn't know his name. Okay, good question.
Yeah, indeed.
All right. So after
So
the
that's it.
first
Game
two
over,
test
right?
rounds, questions too easy, too difficult. I don't think they're too difficult, but do you think we're too easy so far? Or?
They're
Well-
definitely not too difficult, but also not really that easy.
With Millionaire, you have to ramp up. It's
Yeah,
very
that's
important.
that's why it was taking so long to
Yeah.
pick questions, because I was trying to find really easy ones for the start, and then slowly get more and more difficult.
Yeah, really easy one. Yeah, second one. Duh. But that was on me.
Because yeah, the trick is you burn the trick is you burn your lifelines, and then you get to the hard questions and you're stuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know that's you have to conserve your lifelines, and they get almost impossible towards the end. Those questions.
All right, do you want to try again, Patrick? So I can rewrite those first two
course.
questions.
Of course.
Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I need to pull a couple, two really easy ones.
Oh. I'm still wondering who was the other one that voted in the poll. Because I voted for the 18, what was clearly correct, but
Oh, you
I
voted for
assume
the
it was
18?
just
Okay.
Potts and
Yeah.
Captain.
So Potts is trying to sabotage me, I'm sure. I guarantee it. He's driving home, he pulled over, he voted, and he kept on going. I know it. Yep.
That would be so funny.
Yep. Hilarious.
Indeed.
All right, let's go with
Yeah.
well, the 100 question is always like ridiculously easy. So we'll
Always. Yeah.
spell.
Just spell it. Oh, what was it?
Yeah, here we go again.
Just need question 2. Grab this for my easier one.
I was wondering, is my audio coming over differently than normal, or is it the same?
Seems
You
same.
sounded right, but I'm mobile,
Seems
but you
same?
sound good.
Seems a little bit clearer than normal.
Okay, because I have some a squishy thing on the microphone now. I was trying
squishy
to,
thing?
yeah, zo'n windbreaker. So
Oh, like a pop filter?
a foam filter.
A foam pop filter? Okay. Yeah.
Because I was working on, I use this headset for work normally.
You don't usually have plosives, though. I don't hear plosives coming out of you.
No, no, but you can if I have my microphone in normal way.
Yeah.
Then you always hear me my loud breathing.
Well, I think no piece of foam is going to stop us from hearing your breathing, sir. I can tell you that right now.
Okay.
It would have to be like a pillow or something, like an actual,
You need to smother me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, funny. Because the funny thing is that I have my microphone almost turned all the way up, like it's an antenna, and it's still picking up my breathing.
Well, it could be your gain, but lately you've had it pretty good. You've got it where we can hear you but not hear your breathing lately. So whatever you're doing lately, it's good. Yeah, it's been fine. We can hear you fine, and we don't hear the.
And on my work days, in my working situation, then I have the microphone still in the normal position. So
Okay.
So they will have it worse, of course.
So your coworkers can hear you breathing. Okay, that's good. Yeah. That's
yeah.
Nice.
No, mostly it's customers, so I don't care about.
Screw them.
Exactly.
They're whining anyway, right?
But Wednesday I needed to perform a live call for a trainee session for a trainee group, and they did the original trainer. She spoke to me about it. And tomorrow I have another session with them. Mm-hmm. So I had bought some pop filter to see if that would work. Yeah.
Wait, they spoke to you about the breathing? No.
Yeah.
Are you serious? No.
Yeah, just because she also has that problem, but for her that the filter worked. But so I think I will just do the same as I do here. Move it up.
Yeah, I think if you move it up and kick the gain up a little bit, it's probably okay. Yeah. Whatever you do on the stream is pretty good.
Yeah, and the other software is Teams, so that's also not a really good software.
Teams, yeah, Microsoft Teams. Mm-hmm.
Because the other funny thing is, I where I work, I have two 3D printers, my other hobby,
Okay.
and the noise cancellation of the headset filters out my printers, so they can't hear the printers, but they can hear me breathing.
They can hear you, but they can't hear the printer. That's pretty good. That's pretty impressive technology, actually. You know,
Exactly.
it's like Apple Life Signs or something, right? Detect breathing, detect clearing throat, blowing nose, any kind of like human noises it'll pick up.
Human noises were allowed,
Burping.
the printers not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh well.
All right, Patrick, are you set?
Looks like you're. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. For your first $100 question, what class ship was the Enterprise E? Galaxy,
Jeez.
B, an Intrepid, C, Sovereign, D, Nova.
Oh no, Nova. No,
Nova
Sovereign
Robotics.
C. Nova Robotics, yes.
For 200 points, there's coffee. Who said this? There's coffee in that nebula.
Jeez.
A, Dax, B, Admiral Ross, C, O'Brien, or D, Janeway.
She's a lifeline.
I like that you have Ross with an admiral and the rest without rank, but D Janeway. D Janeway.
I call him Bill. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want whatever you're trying to sell me. For 300 points in Star Trek lore, who was Sean Jeffrey Christopher? A, Captain Janeway's great, etc. grandfather. B, Zephyr Cochrane's stepfather. C, leader of the first manned mission, Saturn mission. Or D, Kirk's great, etc. grandfather.
That was, of course. Shit.
You have lifeline, sir.
I have lifelines. Yeah, luckily I have lifelines because.
The collective stands by to assist.
Janeway great grandfather? No, don't think so. Stephen Cochrane's stepfather? I'm thinking C, but let's do a 50-50.
50-50. Leaves with you with Janeway's
Okay,
great grandfather or leader of the first Saturn mission.
My C still stands. So. Yeah, I'm giving this as my final answer. C.
That's correct.
Luckily.
Nice. With the sound effects and everything.
$500.
Yeah, sound effects are fun.
Yeah.
Which of the following characters has not worn the gold uniform at any time during the run of Star Trek Voyager? A, Harry Kim, B, the Doctor, C, Neelix, or D, Tom Paris?
Okay, Harry Kim is standard in yellow or operations, gold. Neelix has worn it while he was at security. Tom Paris has worn it in at least a holodeck episode. So I would see B, the Doctor.
Is that your final answer, sir?
Yes, it is.
You are correct. Hey, Mercer.
Ooh, hey, Mercer.
As we stop for a commercial break. For 1,000 points in your first point level plateau thing, excluding the alternate dimension reality timelines type of episodes, which of the following characters has had his uniform changed in the order of a red, gold to red? Worf, LaForge, O'Brien, and Wesley.
Red to gold to red. That needs to be Worf.
Is that your final answer, sir?
Because O'Brien is almost always gold. He never started in red. LaForge maybe has had red, but only again red in alternate timelines. Wesley didn't start in red. And also didn't start in gold, but because he started as an acting ensign. So yeah, Worf was red, then yellow because of the change over to security when Tasha died, and then back to red on DS9. So yes, Worf. Final answer.
It is correct.
Yay.
It's the sign of the LaForge.
Mm-hmm.
For 2000, which Star Trek actor played a doomed airline pilot in Die Hard 2? A. James Doohan, B. Cole Meany, C. Robert Duncan McNeil, or D. Mark Leonard?
Die Hard 2. That's funny.
That's the Christmas one, right? Well, they're both at Christmas, but it's snowing now. It's the airport one.
One with the airport.
The airport one, yeah.
One is Nakatomi Tower. The 2 is the airport.
The airport. 3 is New York.
3 is New York. With Simon Says.
Mm-hmm.
You still have your phone a friend, and you have poll the chat also.
Yippee-ki-yay!
Yippee-ki-yay!
Remember, Mercer's here now, so he's really good with movies.
Yeah, you can phone a Mercer. Guarantee Mercer would know it. Guarantee it. He would know that.
That could be it, but I should be able to reason myself to this one, I hope. However, maybe a poll would be a good one. An audience.
All right, we will poll the chat. The only bad thing about doing the poll is that it takes a minute to write in all these answers. I'm just gonna put the last names in. I spelled that wrong. Oh well. Neil and Leonard. The poll is now active. Yes, Mercer. Professor said he's paying people from the prize money in Discord. Just go to the poll that just posted. So far, with one vote, we've got it 100% with Mark Leonard.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm thinking about. Because Robbie was too young. Meany was in Con Air. Doohan. I didn't remember him in the movie.
It should be in the chat at the top of the screen. Now it's at 50-50 with Cole Meany and Mark Leonard with 2 votes. Mercer says B, by the way, if you want a more specific
Mercer
one.
said B. Okay.
All right, and we will end the poll. So we're at 50-50 with Mark Leonard and Cole Meany, and you said you wanted B?
Yeah, I didn't really say anything yet, but...
Well, he's assuming you're going with Mercer's answer, which is probably the right one.
Yeah,
we're cheating a little bit because you're not supposed to know who voted what on the 50-50.
I know.
Audience poll.
Mercer couldn't find it at first, so he just put it in the chat, so I just read it off.
Yeah, I'm going with Mercer, Cole Meany.
No, that's okay, Mercer.
Final answer.
And that is correct.
There you go.
But he was not credited, I think. For it.
Stand by for another commercial break. Find a new fit.
No, you didn't screw up, Mercer.
For 4,000 points. Oh my god.
Oh.
How many total appearances did Q, John Delancey, have in Star Trek 2-part episodes count as 1 appearance? A, 16, B, 14, C, 12, D, 10.
They had this on a question of Trek. I remember this question.
Indeed.
And it took them about half an hour to reason it out, if I remember correctly, too.
Hopefully that this one is
Wasn't-
correct, because I didn't
I
fact check
wasn't
this one either.
my question back then, was it?
I don't think so. No, but I remember it took forever to reason it out. I know that.
Encountered 4 points. Find a Q, Q who, Deja Q, Cupid. True Q.
I'm actually not sure, Mercer. I got them from a trivia
all good
website
things.
that has a ton of Star Trek
5,
questions.
6, 7. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the TNG.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And then number 8 is 1 in DS9.
Carry the 2.
And then we still have Voyager. And a Voyager would be Deathwish.
It's us. It's the Voyager.
Deathwish is 10. Q into Gray is 11. Q2 is 12. So indeed C. Yeah, 12. I count 12.
Is that your final answer, sir?
Yes, it is.
That is correct.
Luckily, you didn't forget one. Oh.
For 8,000.
For 8,000, we got a commercial break.
In the DS9 episode Rules of Acquisition, how many Ferengi rules of acquisition were successfully completely quoted? A5, B6, C7, D8.
Rules of the game. Here we go.
Yeah, rules of the game. Where's Mikey when you need him? Let's go. Bring him up.
Phone Mikey.
I think it was 12. 12. Oh, 12's not an answer? Okay, I'm sorry. I'll be quiet.
No, that's perfect. Phona Mercer, Phona Beard.
You want to use your phone a person?
Not yet, but
Okay.
maybe. Can't really. What season was that?
Now, if you do phone a person, you have to pretend to call
Yeah.
and say, our friends at AT&T are going to get Omni on the line.
The number to be called has been directed
Hello,
to a voicemail
Omni?
service.
Hi, it's Regis Philbin here in New York. Hey, how are you? Good.
Yeah. Once you have the money, never give it back.
Question 10 is your next level, so if you miss this one,
5,
you go back to
6,
1,000.
Yeah, that is.
You can walk away. Take it all.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is C. I have no freaking idea. We're gonna go with the Nulls Lifeline.
Who do you want to ask specifically?
Mercer, do you know it?
We have Mercer, we have Omni, and I think Thomas is still here.
Yeah, Thomas, I don't really think
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
that he's better in other series than in DS9.
Oh, you're so polite. Oh, you duck son of a gun. Listen to you.
Now, Mercer has time and time again shown that he is a DS9 fan.
He's so polite. I think he's better in other series.
Mercer says no.
Yeah.
Mercer says no. So you're not up for it, Mercer?
Yeah, but again, that's like saying he knows the answer or not. You know, right? Cool.
Yeah, I know. It can be. I don't know it, so yeah.
You're gonna go with Mercer?
Yeah, let's try Mercer.
Okay, Mercer. Do you know in the DS9 episode Rules of Acquisition how many Ferengi rules of acquisition were successfully fully quoted? A5, B6, C7, or D8?
And if you don't know, not a problem. I can still quit.
Patrick, yeah,
15
need your help
seconds.
on this one.
15 seconds. I have no idea.
Mercer's
can you if
honest
you like
answer
one?
is, I have no
You
idea.
can, right? Yeah, that's true.
Then I'm gonna stay with my 8,000.
He's going to stay with his 8.
But if I would have completed, I would have said 7.
You would have said 7? That's
Yeah.
right. That would have been correct.
Son of a bitch. To quote Bert, son of a bitch.
In the question, I don't want to look it up again, but they had the rules that were listed. Then it was a kind of a trick question because there was an 8th rule that started to get quoted, like Rule 103 or something, and it got cut off by Quark. So.
Okay, wow. Well,
So we
I'm
have
happy
a
that
tie at $8,000 for both
Exactly.
Mercer and
Mercer?
Patrick. I'm sorry, for both
Omni.
Omni and
Omni.
Patrick.
Luckily, I did better than in the first attempt, at which I crashed and burned. But yeah, they are harder than you think. Really.
All right, since we have these boards made, you guys just want to continue up the ladder, see if you can both try and figure these out, the rest of them?
Yeah, why not?
I would just want to ask that indeed, because I'm very curious to the rest of the questions.
All right.
Of both this board and the other one. So maybe just do open questions between Omni and me.
All right, so let's start with Patrick then, after this commercial break.
One, two, three.
All right, other than the Enterprise G, what was the first Federation ship shown in the Next Generation? A, the Hood, B, the Tsiolkovsky, C, the Fearless, or D, the Yamato?
I would say A, the Hood.
The Hood?
Yeah.
Correct.
Because they dropped off Riker.
So for Omni, for the $32,000 one.
One
How
Riker.
many times were wheelchairs seen in the history of Star Trek?
In
And
the history
wheelchair
of Star Trek.
counts as like the hover chair thing.
So in the entire history. So
Through
TOS,
Enterprise, by the way.
TNG. Oh, through Enterprise too. Okay, so let's think about this for a second.
TOS to Enterprise, just the original series.
All right, all right, fine. So TOS, we had Pike in the chair. Let me reason this out a little bit. Pike was in the chair. I don't think there was anybody else in TOS, but let me think about it for a minute. No. And then TNG would be Admiral Jameson. I think that was it for TNG. I could circle back. 3. DS9 was Melora.
Mm-hmm.
Voyager, I don't remember anybody in a wheelchair. And then Enterprise was that guy, whatever his name
Emerson.
was, the transporter dude. Yeah, whatever, Emery, whatever his name was, right. So the transporter guy. So I would say, let me think about Voyager for a second. No, I don't think there was anything Voyager. I can be honest about that. TNG, I'm going to go back for a second. Worf, was he in a wheelchair? I don't think so.
No, he was just.
He was kind of hanging off the bed, and he was, he was crippled, but he wasn't really in a wheelchair, at least that we saw.
No, he didn't want to be in.
But then what about the other guy, Transfigurations guy, John Doe? I don't think he was in a wheelchair either. He just kind of hang off the bed as well.
Discovery doesn't count, Mercer.
Oh, if you want to count Discovery, we could certainly go there, right?
No.
I mean, yeah.
No.
We did see Pike, and we saw
Absolutely not.
Okay. I got you. All right. So I'm going to say 4, and that would be letter A, and that would be my final answer.
There are 4 chairs.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect.
Oh! What is it?
So the ones you missed were This one I was actually able to look up. In Star Trek 4, there was the old lady that grew a new kidney.
Whoa! You didn't say the movies. Hold on. You didn't say the movies. You said Enterprise. You said
TOS
to
through
Voyager.
Enterprise. Well, I mean, I figured you would assume the movies too. I'm sorry.
No,
Nope,
I'm sorry.
I didn't.
So all right, so according to this thing, it's so yeah, Pike with the
Pike,
chair,
okay.
Voyage Home Lady. Then you had
Get that, her.
Jameson.
Jameson.
Let's see.
Laura. Paslar.
Stephen Hawking, Descent Part 1.
Oh, geez.
Gosh,
Oh, come on.
yeah.
Are you serious? Okay.
Let's see. Melora, you had.
I really got it wrong.
Okay.
And then in the Enterprise episode, Carpenter Street, the people that were doing the weapon research.
Oh,
She was
yeah. I'm
wheeling that
thinking about on the
lady in.
ship. I definitely blew it then. Yeah, I was way off.
And
Okay.
Dr. Erickson from Daedalus.
Daedalus, yeah. All right. Yep.
Well, I was completely with you on that one because I also forgot about the other ones.
No, I didn't think about Carpenter Street. So that's an obvious one. I didn't think about that.
Carpenter Street, I mostly skip.
That's actually good. I like that
the
episode.
wrong answer in. So.
No, correction. Carbon Creek, I skip.
Carbon Creek? Yeah. You have to go all the way back up? Okay.
Yeah, actually, once you get it wrong, it makes you start over again.
Did you load these questions in? Is that what you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. This is
you don't have an ad blocker or something?
Doctor.
Oh, goodness.
I wish you could just click the question and have it jump right to it.
Yeah.
Red, gold, red was one.
No, dwarf.
eBay. It keeps getting bigger and bigger. YouTube TV. eBay.
This one was
0% for 48 months.
Shit, what was Q1?
12.
12. It was 12. 12.
I said 12.
did you get my answer?
12. John, I said 12.
Oh, rules of acquisition one. What was that?
7.
That's right, 7.
7.
7 of rules.
That was the
Good.
And we had 7. All right, so back over to Patrick.
7 of mine.
Wait, how does that?
What?
All right, I'm just gonna ask him from the setup. Alright, so the next level question, for some reason, just ended there. But in the TOS episode, The Changeling for Patrick, what was the name of the other probe that had collided with with Nomad? A. Lamu, B. Rantu, C. Tanru, or D. Malu?
You gotta say it like Spock. It's pretty good though. Malu. Talu.
Oh, I didn't have a correct response put in for this one. That's why it didn't. That's why it skipped it and ended the game.
I thought you blew it. I thought you abandoned it. You walked away. Okay.
I thought it was collided with a meteor. No, Tanru.
That is correct.
Tanru. Terrorize.
Yeah.
All right, for Omni then.
Yes.
In 2254, Lieutenant James Kirk is assigned to the USS Farragut. Who is the captain of the ship? A. Captain Daner, Captain Maverick, B. C. Captain Garovic, and D. Captain Mitchell.
Captain Garovic, final answer.
Also correct. Back over to Patrick. This starbase is where the Enterprise... Oops. Did I screw something? Oh, it doesn't matter. This starbase is where the Enterprise D started its search for Ambassador Spock, and where Captain Picard launched his task force to blockade Romulan resupply to the Duras family. A. Starbase 142, B. Starbase 213, C. Starbase 234, or D. Starbase 423.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Starbase 47.
Yeah, that's the default answer, right?
Yeah, exactly. B, the second one.
Unfortunately, that was actually C, Starbase 234.
Ah, C. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know it, so whatever.
So, Omni,
Yeah.
what is the registry number of the USS Hera Nebula class? A,
Come on.
NCC 59983,
Jesus, come
B,
on.
62006, C is 59314, and D is 61832.
I mean, this is a pure guess, so I'll just say A.
That was
I would
B,
say B.
62006, apparently.
Right.
I just wanted to go B because she was going A.
And the $1 million question
Mm-hmm.
for Patrick. This
Yep.
was William Shatner's first acting job. A, Tactic, B, Julius Caesar, C, Oedipus Rex, or D, The Butler's Night Off.
That's a good question.
C.
I think it's Caesar.
Unfortunately, you lose $1 million. It was D, The Butler's Night Off.
D.
We're both wrong. Okay.
Didn't know.
Wow.
Yeah, didn't know. Okay.
I know he was in the Shakespeare troupe in Canada for a long time,
Mm. Wow.
where he's from. But that's why I thought Caesar. But I guess that wasn't his very first acting job. Caesar of the Stars.
Caesar. Do we still have some questions from Omni's board?
Yeah, from the other board. I'm just running through them. Then had to restart it again. So let me just quick get back to the 8,000.
Didn't they bring back Millionaire a couple times? It comes back, it goes away.
Wait,
I used
this
to love
is the
that show.
wrong one. Hold on.
I used to watch it religiously when it was on with Regis. I would
Hey,
watch
Eric.
it.
Welcome.
I would watch it every single episode that I could. I loved it. And people would actually talk about it the next day. Like, I think everybody watched that show when it first came out.
Yeah.
You know, people would say, "Oh, did you see that guy? He missed that question." I mean, you know, we would talk about it.
I wonder if you have to close these editors out. Hold on. Let me start 2 games before, but for some reason this time it just wants to restart the same one over and over. Oh my god, I just
Game adds game. What is game?
shit, I screwed it up.
You are the weakest link.
Goodbye.
Let me get it wrong. Trying to get it to let me start this game over. See
I still have that in my head when Jeff always says, "Let's play Jeopardy. Let's play the weakest link."
damn it, I closed the wrong one. I don't know.
She was a bit annoying. I mean, she was playing a character, you know. That was her persona.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It really wasn't who she was, but it's funny. I mean, whatever. I watched that one too. They had one with Star Trek characters on it. Actually, they had
Yep.
all different.
Star Trek version, Doctor Who version.
Didn't LeVar Burton do pretty good on that one? I think he got pretty far on that one, if I remember correctly.
He did.
I don't remember.
If I'm not mistaken, he did indeed.
Right? I'll have to go back and watch that. I'm sure it's on YouTube.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Alright, unfortunately, I closed that editor, so I can't even pull those questions back up. So we'll just go into the place where I got the questions from, and I'll ask you
Just
some
read
random
them.
ones.
Okay.
Let's see.
Just random ones, okay. That's the host.
Add some from this one. Oh, we already did that one. This one.
Which was it? Which quiz was it?
What is the name of the commanding officer of the Klingon vessel Tong?
Okay. This is to me, right?
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's played by Lance Legault, which I like that actor a lot. He played Captain Katamok. Well, who is Captain Katamok?
Yep, that's right.
Okay,
Nicely done.
that's a good episode. Are you command the talm to you, Captain Worf?
But only if it's Wallace and Gromit.
Let's see if we can see.
Oh, my
Is
YouTube's
that
gone to
one?
buffer. Hello, YouTube. Stand by.
Hello,
Oh wait, it
computer.
was yeah, let's check theme. It was a medical one in here.
And it's back.
Medical.
Medical tricorder.
I wouldn't spend $700 for that tricorder. I would if it was a regular one.
I'm still debating if I can 3D print one myself and put electronics in it, but
I've wanted a real tricorder for a long time, like that with the
yes.
LCD screen and the LED screen, whatever, and the lights and the blinky. I've wanted
Me
one
too.
forever.
Me too,
But
but
why do you make a medical one first? I just don't. Why that one? That's the least desirable tricorder, I think, out there.
Exactly.
Maybe you
because
can
it was
take
larger?
that part. I wonder if you can take the top part off and just have it to be a normal tricorder.
I don't know because there's green lights in there too. You know, there's
Yeah.
stuff. There's things doing stuff in there. I don't know.
I know why they do it. More
Why?
space for
Gives
the
them more-
electronics.
That's what I was thinking. It gave him more room.
Exactly.
I bet they'll come out with a new version later once they refine it. Right? They're going to refine it, I hope, and then yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
All right, for Patrick, which of the following would you take? Ritalin, Ryetalyn, for A, dizziness, B, radiation poisoning, C, Rigelian fever, or D, Cardassian flu. I can still narrow these down to 50-50 too, by the way.
Ritalin.
Ritalin. It says right. It's pronounced Ritalin.
Ritalin, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's funny because we have something called Ritalin, and that's for overactive ADHD children.
They still give that out? Oh man, that was the old days, right? I guess they probably do. They probably still do. Yeah.
Let's go with C.
Going with C. It's lost the window. Rigelian fever is correct.
Yay!
I thought it was Toulousian flu. All right, that's
fine. So for Omni, Alazine is a drug used to treat allergic reactions. Who was it prescribed to? So it'd be A, Captain Janeway, B, Neelix, C, Lieutenant Taurus, or D, Tuvok.
I was thinking something totally different. Can you read it again, please? What is it called? Alazine?
Alazine is a drug used to treat allergic reactions. Who would it be prescribed to?
And what are the choices? Tuvok, you said? Janeway?
Come back up to it. It's A, Janeway, B, Neelix, C, Taurus, or D, Tuvok.
Wow.
Wow. All right, let me think about this for a second.
This was like the 100,000, I think it was.
I don't think Tuvok. Janeway, no. Maybe Neelix had some kind of like allergic reaction to something, I think. Torres, I'm not sure. Yeah. I don't think it wasn't Tuvok. Let's just knock it. It wasn't him. Janeway, maybe. I'm just gonna say Neelix. Let's just say Neelix.
That is incorrect. According to this, it's Taurus. In Star Trek Voyager episode Darkling, Lieutenant Taurus is suffering from apparent anaphylactic shock from a salad she ate. Captain Janeway remembers from her academy days that Alazine is used to treat it in Klingons.
Wow, that's a deep cut, man. That was really good.
Yeah.
I forgot she even ate a salad.
That would never got.
I know the doctor was malfunctioning in that one, obviously, right? And he paralyzed her and did some crazy crap to her. Yeah, I remember that, but I didn't remember the Alazine. Wow, good question. Great question.
Indeed.
You got me.
We're just gonna go to the impossible one. This is the one that 10 questions that they marked as impossible.
Cat the cheese to sick bay, indeed, Mercer.
Oh wait, that's right. This one was just just 10 questions on actors on what was their first job. Let's not do that one. We'll do the very difficult one. Well, actually, wait, tough. I think it's supposed to be more difficult than that one, so let's go with a tough one. Star Trek flashbacks. In Bar Association, Worf and Dax have their quarters robbed by a Dopterian who Worf found in the vents. Worf and Dax knew he was in their quarters with several items when several items were found on him, notably Worf's tooth sharpener. Worf takes him to jail and tells Odo this has never happened on the Enterprise. We know differently, and Odo reads him all the security breaches of a single Next Generation episode. Which two security breaches were mentioned before Worf told Odo to stop? A. Best of Both Worlds and Menage a Troy. B. Starship Mine and 11001001. C. Encounter at Farpoint and Q Who. And D. Rascals and A Matter of Time. I didn't add this one to the game, but
It's Patrick's question, right?
yeah.
No, it's not my question because the last one failed.
Yeah. No, Omni just had the allergy one.
Yeah, this is you.
Oh, right. Damn it.
Yep. It was easy.
Try to pawn it off. I failed.
You can. I know the answer.
I'm thinking B, but definitely not C because in C was encountered Farpoint, and he wasn't the head of security back then, so that didn't count in my eyes. So I would say B.
That is incorrect. Omni, do you want to go for it?
It's D. Odo was talking about Berlinghoff Rasmussen and the Ferengi privateers.
It was D.
Okay. Nicely done.
We'll do all 10 of these, I guess. So for Omni then, in Forsaken, Luoxana Troy visits the station and she and Odo get trapped in the turbo lift. Which Ferengi pirate did she tell Odo about? A. Britta, B. Lurin, C. Tog, or D. Bach?
Wasn't Bach. Targ is the one that kidnapped her in Menage a Troy. Damien Lurin, that sounds familiar, but I don't think it's the Loaxana episode. What was the first one?
Berta, B-I-R-T-A.
I don't remember who that was. I'll just say Targ because that's the one I remember. Tog. I mean, the one from
Tog.
Yeah, from Menage a Troy. Yeah. Okay. Who was Berta? Which one was he?
I think that's just a name they made up.
Oh, okay. No, it sounds like it could be something. I just don't remember who it is. All right, whatever.
So for Patrick, in Blood Oath, the legendary Klingon captain drop. In Blood Oath, the legendary Klingon captains drop by Deep Space Nine to pay a visit to their old friend Dax. Which Klingon captain did Odo throw in the drunk tank? Kang, Kor, Koloth, or Chang?
Kor.
You are most likely correct. Yes, Kor.
He is.
Right, Omni. The DS9 crew goes back in time with the orb when the orb of time gets activated. What is the star date of the episode they ended up in?
Oh, come on. Come on, man.
This is actually a lot easier than it looks. 3141.9 Space Seed. They give you the episode title, so it's actually ridiculously easy.
It's not Space Seed. It goes back to Trouble with Tribbles.
Yeah, Trouble with Tribbles is B.
Yeah.
4523.3. I mean, if they would have just had only the
episode. Right.
Only the star date, this would be a hard question. But since they give you the episode titles with the star date, it's really easy.
I remember the episode, but no way. No star date.
Easier.
All right, so Patrick, in the Firstborn, the Enterprise crew gets visited by the Duras sisters, who are up to no good as always, and stole something from a nearby planet. What did they steal this time? Antimatter converter, B, a Bellitrium bomb, C, magnesite ore, or D, trilithium resin?
Magnesite ore.
That is correct.
A bomb.
Yes.
Omni, which Ferengi pirate escaped from jail in Bloodlines? Bach, Tog, Lurin, or Tar?
Bach.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fill in the blank, so we'll probably just
He bought his freedom.
skip that one. And we'll go with this one. In the price, the Ferengi, Eridor, and Cole take part in the first mission to the Delta Quadrant that vanished when the wormhole collapses. Which Voyager episode did Eridor and Cole appear? The Last Outpost, Rules of Acquisition, False Prophets, or Bar Association?
False prophets.
That is
See.
correct. See, this is
Rules of the
the
game.
problem with also picking questions, because even the ones that labeled as tough are really easy.
Yeah, for us it's easy. I mean, for most people it'll probably be hard. But...
Yeah. Which famous event did Tuvok witness? The Battle of Maxia, Wolf 359, Destruction of Praxis, or Battle of Sector 001?
Destruction of Praxis.
Correct. And the last one on this
Mm-hmm.
one is yesterday's Enterprise brought back to life the former Enterprise D crew member killed in Skin of Evil. Who was it?
Yar.
Yeah. It wasn't.
Yar.
Yar.
Think about this though. John has us so conditioned. Like these questions are nothing for us,
Yeah.
right? It's like we're like prize fighters. We've been training every week. You know what I mean? We get this is you're right. Most people this will be a very hard quiz. For us, like, oh yeah, ain't nothing. Yeah, it's fine. Damon Bach, whatever.
I'm guessing
Yar.
a lot of just people that don't really watch the show take these quizzes because a lot of the point distributions are weird. It seems like a lot of people don't get 10 out of 10 on almost all.
If you're
of
a
these.
casual watcher, maybe like a little, TNG, you don't go back and watch it all that much. Yeah, we're serious. I mean, we go back. Like we're always watching this thing. It's serious. Yep. It's funny.
I'm currently watching the episode of DS9 and the Dex kiss. With
Which
the
one?
other, the one that she had the female kiss with.
Oh, it's a good episode. Yeah, it's a good one.
It's a good episode, yes.
Rejoined, right? With
Rejoined. Yeah.
That's a good episode. Actually, Avery Brooks directed that. It's a great episode.
Ooh.
I liked it.
This one might be a little bit more difficult. How many episodes of TNG did Lore make an appearance? 2-part episodes are counted separately this time.
All right, so you have Data Lore, Brothers, and then the 2 Descents. I think I'm missing one though. That's pretty much it. Data Lore, Brothers, 2 Descents. So 4?
Yep, it's 4.
Okay.
4 episodes.
Actually, this one I wouldn't know. On Enterprise, how many members of the crew, including Makos, did Archer say had died during the ship's mission to the Expanse? 22, 25, 27, or 30?
I have no idea.
27?
Yep, 27.
It's either that or 30. Yeah.
Complete guess. But 30 sounded too much, indeed.
On Voyager, Commander Chakotay embarked on several vision quests in which he would meet with his spirit animal. What was his spirit guide? Which of the following animals was Chakotay's spirit guide? Buffalo, eagle, wolf, or cougar? The problem with this one is I'm pretty sure they never said it because when Janeway asked him, he said it would defend his guide.
Yeah.
But he said it was a she. He said it was a female, which was odd. But they don't think they mentioned the animal. I mean, Janeway saw the lizard in her vision quest, right? But I don't think we didn't see Chakotay's.
Yeah, that's why I'm disputing this one.
Maybe they're thinking the eagle because of the episode tattoo. They could be thinking that was something or so of significance.
What were the answers again? The options?
Let's see. Buffalo, eagle, wolf, or cougar?
I don't think it's any of those.
It's a cougar. No, that's Janeway's.
I don't really... No, definitely not a cougar. Of those 4, I would say wolf, but I'm with Omni that none of those sounds really correct.
I don't think they're right.
Yeah, they put it as wolf, and their explanation is, though all of these would make appropriate spirit guides, Chakotay's guide is the timber wolf, Captain's was the lizard, and though we never learned what animal Tora's spirit guide, we know that she did try to kill it during her first vision quest.
Right. But where is this beta canon? It's got to come out of a novel or something. I don't think it was on
It
screen.
must, because I remember in the episode, he's like, it would defend my guide.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to ask John about that, or we'll try to get clarification when it comes up.
All the rest of these are super easy. Test your knowledge. Oh, there was one ship one that was weird too. Let me go grab that one. I almost put it in the game, but that was in there. Ships of the Federation. Let's see. One's not in here, but it's not in this one. But there is one that I could have. Which ship did Benjamin Sisko and Curzon Dax both serve on? The Defiant, the Berlin, the Livingston, or the Valiant?
I had this question when I did Jeopardy.
Hmm.
When I wrote the questions that week.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I'll remember this one.
Definitely not a Valiant. Hmm. Which question is it?
I lost track. Both of you?
Well,
Okay.
I'll give you a hint. It was under L Federation starships was the category.
Ah.
Hmm. So the third one.
It was a Livingston. I actually don't even remember that one on that game.
Because you were psyched out, man. Maybe you were psyched out. Maybe you weren't on that board.
Probably wasn't on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It was ships named after famous people.
Well, it was the L. I was doing the names, like the, K, L, M. I think I was at.
Hmm.
I don't think this has ever been said in the series, so I don't know how anyone would
Mhm.
know this. But this Federation starship, commanded by Captain Conklin, was named after the explorer whose ship was the first to circumnavigate the world. Well, I guess the clue is in the question. I guess that's why they put it there.
The Magellan, I guess,
Yeah.
right? But what series was that from? Like what Conklin? What?
It was a clue on deaf ears for me.
Yeah, that must be from a book also then, or
DS9, a
something.
book. Okay, yeah. No, it could have been a DS9 thing. It could have been. They mentioned a lot of ships during the war.
That's true.
Episode,
Yeah.
It could have been just a throwaway line, Captain Conklin of the Magellan, blah blah blah. I don't remember it though.
I just didn't. I completely did not recognize the name Conklin from
No,
anything.
it doesn't ring a bell.
So that's why I didn't put that one in the game. A couple of quote ones in here too that were kind of, I think, were kind of difficult.
Maybe that list of ships that were lost in the war. They had posted it up every week in the pale moonlight. Who knows? Obscure. The wheelchair one was good though. I like that one.
At Mercer, that would be the one of the small figurines, the soldiers. Don't really know which one, but one of them.
And this one was a who is Spock talking to when he says the line, "While there was a chance, I was bound legally and morally to ascertain the captain's status." And the choices are McCoy, Sulu, Scotty, and Chekhov.
Oh. Patrick, what do you think? I don't think it's Chekhov. I'll say that much.
I'm thinking Sulu.
It's either that or Scotty.
Mm-hmm.
It might be McCoy. I don't know. Is it the one where the Gamesters of Triskelion, where Kirk is lost, kind of, and it throws the ship very far away.
No.
With their
According to
beam?
this,
Not that one?
according to this, it comes from the Tholian web.
The Tholian web. So it's definitely that could. Oh, he wasn't arguing with Scotty on that one. I think it was McCoy. What do you think, Patrick?
Yeah, let's go with McCoy.
Because he wasn't arguing with Scotty on that one. Yeah.
Yep, this is McCoy on this one.
Because on Gamesters, they were arguing a bit. They were. Scotty was a bit.
Let's see. Quotes part 2. This one was average. This one is marked as an average quiz.
Average at best.
Or as we like to call it, rigged.
Rigged.
I was going to use this one, but the answer made it, multiple choice made it way too easy. In Voyager, the ship and its crew brought technology never before seen in the Delta Quadrant. Who said to Captain Janeway, "How can we help someone so powerful they can create water out of thin air?"
That would be. Oh, Patrick, you want to go? I'm sorry, it's yours.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's Jabin.
Yeah, it is Jabin.
Yeah.
I was gonna rewrite that one and just put in all Kazon names, but
you have made an enemy today.
Theirs was Neelix, Jabin, Jatrell, and Neria. So I was like, well, that's pretty easy.
Yeah. Wait, you say Neria? Neria is. Who watches the Watchers? Not that Neria.
Yeah, I can't remember who that was in Voyager either.
Yeah. Neria?
Oh, I didn't even see this one. Original series insults.
The other one.
Original series what?
Insults.
Insults. Okay.
Nice.
In
the episode Way to Eden, hippies took over the Enterprise using the auxiliary control room. When Captain Kirk tried to negotiate with them, the hippie named Adam said, "He's got blank, real scared. Jelly in the belly, butterflies in his stomach, really yellow bananas, or bats in the belfry."
You know it, Patrick. You know it.
I have no idea. Sorry.
Come on. Yay, brother. It's A, jelly in the belly.
It is.
Okay.
I would not have got
Crack
that.
my knuckles and jump
I
for
hate
joy.
that
I got a
episode
clean bill
so
of health
much.
from Dr. McCoy.
The TOS stuff is
It's real now.
it's not glued into my head right.
But that episode is so memorable, though, right? I mean, it's so bad it's good. It's so bad it's good.
Omni is a Herbert.
Herbert? I am not Herbert. Hey, he's not Herbert.
Let's see. In the episode Where No Man Has Gone Before, Gary Mitchell made a pass at the pretty new doctor, Elizabeth Daner. When she verbally shot him down in front of everyone on the bridge, he mumbled that she was a walking blank.
Patrick knows this one. Come on.
Computer, corpse, cold fish, freezer unit.
You either think or sink.
What?
Freezer unit?
Over.
Yep, it was a freezer unit.
Yeah.
Almost married her.
Let's see. In the episode Patterns of Force, while buying Stroop waffles, Mr. Spock was captured by some Nazis. One of the Nazi officers noted that Spock had a low forehead, denoting blank. A bad hair day, inferiority, barbarism, or stupidity.
It's not a bad hair day. I know Kirk was trying to explain it to the SS officer, but I don't remember. What are the options again?
Let's see. Bad hair day,
No.
inferiority, barbarism, and stupidity.
C or D?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll say stupidity.
That was stupidity.
Yeah. Because barbarism would have been the one from the Roman one, the bread and circus.
You do not have your point card or your waffles, sir. In the episode Miri, the children had invented a somewhat derogatory term for the adults. What was the term?
All right, Patrick, go ahead. Come on.
Oldies, grups, dults, or baldies?
You know this one. I mean, Shatner was bald.
Grubs, of course.
Yeah, grups. See, in the episode A Taste of Armageddon, the planet leader Anon 7 said to Captain Kirk, "My first impression was correct. You are a blank. Womanizer, maniac, overactor, or barbarian?"
Barbarian.
Are you sure it's not overactor?
No, but he is. But no.
No, but he should be.
But he is.
No, we already, Thomas, we already played the 2 rounds, and then I closed the editor on accident, so we're just kind of going through random questions and where I pulled the questions from.
Called it quits at 8,000.
To choose not to kill today.
In the episode Journey to Babel, a heated argument ensued between Sarek, Spock's dad, and a Tellarite ambassador. Sarek said, "Tellarites don't argue for reasons. They simply blank."
Sarek of Vulcan.
And the answer is so obvious from the choices. Argue, run away, whine, or oink.
It's got to be oink. Whose question is this? This is Patrick. This is Patrick's question.
Thanks, Patrick.
So I wasn't listening because I was placing the StreamYard link what Mercer requested.
Yep.
So sorry.
No, it's...
So you think it's oink, right, Patrick? Oink, oink?
Tellarites don't argue for reasons. They simply blank.
That should be oink, oink indeed.
Simply oink.
Without knowing the answers, I don't go oink.
It's argue, obviously.
It's argue, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Mercer.
You do not communicate. You gibber.
Hello.
What's up, Mercer?
How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
So you knew the Die Hard question, right? Because I didn't know. I didn't know Colomini was in that movie.
Yeah, he was one of the pilots. Got burned alive or exploded.
They crashed or something on the runway, right? Because the lights weren't on or something. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said Mark Leonard. I didn't know. I was guessing. So.
I have a big book of questions here. Huge book.
A book?
Yes.
That's the book. Hey, don't touch the book.
Let's see. All right, so next one is, in the episode Galileo 7, Lieutenant Boma is unhappy with Spock's command decisions. He says to McCoy, "I'm sick and tired of this blank." Nerf herder, half-breed, alien, or machine?
Who's this question
for? Nerf herder is the answer.
For anybody.
This machine, obviously.
I would say half-breed.
Machine.
Patrick is incorrect.
Ah.
We're left with Nerf herder, alien, and machine.
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 It's a machine.
May I ask a question?
You may.
Of course.
Which animal did Data's cat Spot revert to while infected with Barclay's protomorphosis syndrome?
Iguana.
A. Want to hear the choices?
Okay.
Saber-toothed saber-toothed tiger.
Tiger.
Rhesus monkey. B. Spider. D. Iguana.
Iguana.
A.
Iguana is
tiger. Uppercut.
Saber-toothed tiger.
No, it was iguana.
I thought Troy was the iguana.
She was a fish, wasn't she?
She was like, yeah, she was a weird fish thing. Yeah.
Fish
a
thing.
bottle
Yeah.
iguana.
What is one more? What is the name of O'Brien's pet tarantula? You want me to give you the choices?
Sure.
Yes.
A. Batleth. B. Carmichael. C. Christine. D. Wilbur.
Christine.
Say Christine. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. Let me check. I gotta turn the thing over.
Because it was a female name.
It would be broccoli.
It's my spider bat left.
Formidable weapon.
See, so I've got one. In the episode Shore Leave, Captain Kirk gets into a fist fight with someone who appears to be an old rival named Finnegan from Starfleet Academy. Finnegan, responding to a question from Kirk, says, "I never answer questions from blank, Jimmy boy." Sissies, nutters, greenhorns, or plebs?
That's a hard. Plebs maybe.
Plebs or greenhorns?
Yeah, it's either greenhorn or plebs. I think it's plebs though.
You're going with greenhorns, though?
No,
I'm
I'll
going
say
with greenhorns.
plebs.
He's
Yeah,
Omni's correct with plebs.
plebs. Finnegan.
See, in the episode This Side of Paradise, Kirk had to taunt Spock over. I'm sorry, had to taunt Spock in order to free Spock's mind from the hypnotic spell of alien spores. He ended a torrent of insults with the following: "You should be a circus. You should be in a circus, Spock, not a starship. Right next to the blank. Dog-faced boy, Siamese twins, bearded lady, or the trapeze artist?"
A. Dog
A.
boy.
Mercer is
A.
correct.
Dog face boy.
The final
All right,
one
here's
in
a
this
question.
category.
His father was a
is-
computer.
I love that episode.
In the episode "Let That Be Your Last Battlefield," two aliens from the planet Charon have a feud on the Enterprise. They are each black on one side and white on the other. One of the aliens says to the other, "You've combed the galaxy and come up with nothing but blank, do-gooders, and bleeding hearts. Bland flesh, softies, pinkies, or monocolored trash."
Pinkies. No, pink skins is the other one.
I don't think it's monocolored trash. I don't think he would say that. What was B again?
B was
Softies.
softies.
Okay. I got one. What did Spock?
Well, hold on.
Place-
We didn't answer
we
this
haven't
one.
answered
Okay.
yet.
Sorry about that. Sorry. You can kill me next time.
I guess he wasn't listening. I need your help on this one, Mercer. You weren't listening. You're looking at
Yeah,
the
what was
next
the question?
In the episode "Let That Be Your Last Battlefield," two aliens from the planet Charon have a feud on the Enterprise. They are each black on one side and white on the other. One of the aliens says to the other, "You've combed the galaxy and come up with nothing but blank, do-gooders, and bleeding hearts." The choices are bland flesh, B. softies, C. pinkies, or D. monocolored trash.
It's gotta be B.
I don't remember. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm gonna say B. I don't think he said monocolored trash. I'll say B.
You're saying
Bland
B?
flag.
Softies?
Softies.
It actually was monocolored trash.
Oh, really? Wow. Commissioner Beale. Huh? Man.
Go ahead,
Go for it,
Mercer.
Mercer.
Okay, here's an easy one. What did Spock place on Kirk's uniform in order to track him?
A Viridian patch.
Meridian 3.
Yes, you are.
Radiant 3, the entire planet.
The entire planet. Viridian 3.
I'll try to find a tougher one.
Mercer, you can keep giving those guys questions. I'll be right back.
Apple AirTag. Good one, Thomas.
All right,
The reception is great.
we skip to a harder question here. What did an angry Picard listen to while patrolling the neutral zone?
Classical music. You want the composer?
Yes,
Berlioz.
you are correct.
Yes, he is.
Which of the following was not one of Picard's children in the Nexus? A. Matthew, B. Mimi, C. William, and D. Thomas.
E. Renee, because it was his nephew.
They named a couple of them. I don't remember now. It's a really good question. I don't.
Yeah.
Did she name them, or did she say children? I don't remember. I don't know now.
But I'm going with D. Thomas.
The answer, according to this,
I'll have to watch that scene again because I don't remember her naming the children.
the answer is William.
Oh.
I didn't
So
know
William
that.
was not one of the kids, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Which means the other kids were named what? Thomas. What
Yeah,
were they
Thomas, Mimi, and
named?
Matthew.
Mimi and Matthew. Maybe the wife said it in the background. I just don't remember. I don't remember hearing it. You know.
Here's an easier question.
What
What did Worf crave? What did Worf crave while under the influence of the Baku planet? You want me to give choices?
You don't need to. Go ahead, Patrick. You know it.
Sorry, I was looking at Thomas because he was answering me in the chat. What was the question again?
What did Worf crave while under the influence of the Baku planet?
Violence. Violent
No.
tendencies. Violent tendencies.
No, it was a food. It was a food.
The heart of a live Kolar beast.
There you go. He comes out of nowhere.
Oh.
There you go.
Kolar beast.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I had one of those moments again.
It is a gorge.
It's
That was a pretty funny movie, actually. I liked it.
It's a good episode.
definitely feeding aggressive tendencies, sir. Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Mm. Hey, I'm playing with a disadvantage here, huh, people?
How's that?
Time.
Time's up.
Almost. Waffles. Yeah, also that one.
Waffles? You have waffles?
These
Oh,
are
that sounds
easy
good.
questions. I hate
Yeah, I
these.
still have them, but they,
I ran out.
no, the ones of the dollar shop are quality-wise not as good as the other
No,
ones.
you got to stick with the ones. Yeah, you got to go to the supermarket. You can't do dollar store Stroop
What
waffles.
is-
Come on.
What is Data's first emotion?
Anger.
Yeah, anger.
Dissent.
Yeah,
I got angry.
More
I mean, Q made him
please.
laugh, but that wasn't really an emotion, I guess, right?
The answer, according
Indeed,
to
but
this,
he didn't
is
feel it.
Yeah.
B. You're right, anger.
Don't make me angry, Mr. McGee.
You don't like me when I'm angry. What USS Equinox crew member did Torres date while at Starfleet Academy?
Max. Max, what was his last name?
Burke. Right?
Yeah, I guess so. I think about it for a minute.
Amanda Burke? Yeah, Max Burke.
I think you're right. It is Burke.
Yeah.
What'd you call me? A patach. Patach. That's right.
When you got Omni, when you got that Klingon question right, were you talking about the guy from Emissary, the Emissary TNG episode?
Well, I think you mean the
Yeah.
chancellor? The chancellor of the...
No, the Klingon captain that you were like the actor. I forget who it was.
Oh, Lance Legault. Yes,
Yeah.
that was from the episode The Emissary. Yes.
For a
Lance
moment,
Legault.
For a moment, I thought you were talking about the guy that Picard cons out of the Bird of Prey. That one dude, he's like,
Oh, yeah.
message. I love that scene.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, his name is Bajik. But yeah, no, Lance Legault. He's been in every TV series in history, like
Really?
A-Team and Airwolf and Magnum PI, and just a great character actor from the 80s, 90s. I mean, he was on the A-Team a lot.
You know, I always never watched the A-Team. I only just watched the opening every time it was on.
It's a great opening.
Oh yeah,
It's one of the best TV openings around. Yeah, it's
but I
great.
never watched the actual show the whole way
It's
through.
a good show. It's only 5 seasons. It's a great show. I like those shows. I love Knight Rider. I love Airwolf. You know, I love that time. The A-Team.
Johnny Larson was brilliant.
Oh yeah. I like the Fall Guy's not bad. You go back in time. You know, Banachek was pretty good. You go in the 70s. Rockford Files. You know, I like all that stuff.
Thomas has a
Columbo.
question. What episode is really dumb? A. Timeless. B. Non sequitur. C. The Thaw. Or D. Nightingale. Let's see here. 1,
I have a
2,
question. What episode's really dumb? Not
3 that
timeless.
are really dumb.
not non sequitur. No, A and B are good though. Hold on, A and B are good.
It's all
D is bad.
C.
I'm gonna say D. I'm gonna say D is worse than The Thaw. Nightingale is worse than The Thaw.
Dude, I gotta tell you, the thing
I'd
is,
say they're tied.
I gotta tell you, there are some really hot aliens in Star Trek. I'll tell you, my favorite is either Grilka or freaking that girl from Enterprise who plays the Andorian from the 4th season.
Mm-hmm.
The one that beat up the guy in her underwear. She was
the one. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I was right. Yay.
You know,
What's the answer?
Grilka was hot too. Was she in Babylon 5?
Yes, she played Nataf on Babylon 5. She's not the first Nataf. She was the second Nataf. But then they went back to the first Nataf. So, yes, Mary Kay Adams is her name.
Yes.
But
She
she was better as Grilka. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I don't like her as Nataf.
She had a lot of strength as Grilka. She was really good.
She's a tall woman. I think about these women that they hired to play Klingons.
Yeah.
You know, like
But even aside from her height, she just carried that role so well. Just completely owned it.
Susie Plaxton, Mary Kay Adams. There's a few. Yeah, like these are tall women. They have to kind of carry themselves as as these aliens. And then the one who played the first Nataf, which I don't think she was in Star Trek. That would be what was her name again? Oh man. Caitlin Brown? Caitlin Brown.
Yeah.
Caitlin Brown was in the episode Gambit.
Yeah,
she was on the bridge.
You have to not only be like physically present, but you have to be like theatrically trained back in the day, or at least have that kind of actor style.
Very much so. Very much so. Yes.
To do Star Trek, at least back in the day when we grew up with it.
Now they just speak like normal. Now they speak. They don't speak with a different way.
Grilka was amazing.
No, Mary Kay Adams. She's a good actress. Yeah. She was good. What else did they bring back? I mean, Klingon, female. The one in the episode with the Kuva Mach, she was pretty cool too. The one that ended up having fun with Neelix.
Oh yeah.
Officer, what was her name? Officer something or other.
Yeah, I don't know.
She was chasing after Harry, and then Neelix says, "I got this. Don't worry, I'll take care of this for you." And then Neelix steps in and
they destroy Tuvok's.
Exactly, they destroyed Tuvok's quarters. My little Panachai.
Most of the questions in this book are incredibly easy for us. Most people, they'd be really difficult, like you said earlier.
Yeah, you heard me what I said earlier. We're just conditioned, man. We're like Olympic athletes in this.
Because
John puts us through every week.
Yeah. Even if we guess, we have enough of an edge to guess, even if we don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
No, this one was in the game. In the Star Trek animated series episode Yesteryear, what happened in the past after Spock fixed the timeline that was different from his original past? His mother died, his uncle died, his pet died, or his father condoned his entry into Starfleet.
His pet died. Chaya.
Yep, pet Salat.
Its pet Salat died, apparently.
A teddy bear.
What bugged me about that scene was McCoy pronounced it differently when he said it to them.
Sell it. He said sell it or something. Yeah.
That little things like that annoy me. But I got to tell you, I was thinking about this the other day. Somebody on one of the Strange New Worlds threads, they love that show. They said, "Oh, the characters in TOS were 2-dimensional." I have to say, for the '60s, I think TOS had extremely well developed characters, more than any other show I can think of, except maybe Mission Impossible. Like those characters were really developed.
Yeah. For an ensemble cast.
Yeah, especially
for the
when
most part.
like even the scene where you have Kirk talking about, I wish I was on a long sea voyage, and he's talking to Bones about why me,
Yeah,
that's developed. That's development.
Sulu didn't get much though to do. I mean,
but that's it. Bone, Spock, and Kirk, yes, but the others are
right.
Not
really.
Anybody that says that Kirk is a 2-dimensional character, I completely disagree.
Yeah, indeed.
Chekhov, yeah, Sulu, Scotty.
They did
Scotty a little bit.
They did that basic, going back and forth from Vulcan to wherever that conference was. What were they doing? They were going somewhere.
Where? Which?
A mock time when they were going to Vulcan, and then they would go
Altair or something.
Yeah, then they kept going back to Vulcan and then back to Altair.
First one course for Vulcan, then Altair, then Vulcan, now Altair.
Sick.
Thomas Rico's Admiral Paris is a douche.
I was just watching The Martian with my neighbor, and the scene that always makes me laugh is when he's like, "I'm going to be like Iron Man" at the end, but he uses his wrists to control himself, control where he's flying. You remember that?
Yeah. The movie was great up until the end, and that whole launch thing without a roof. I don't know. That was crazy, man.
You didn't like that?
I think it was a little too much. I think they were pushing it a little too much.
The atmosphere of Mars is not that thick, so I guess that's why they get away with it.
I guess so, but still, the whole idea of just launching without a roof, like, I don't know. So much can go wrong aerodynamically. Like, I just don't think scientifically it's more, that's more Hollywood, I think, than science. Because the science was pretty good up until that point, I think, for me.
Well, the Iron Man thing was a
Except Here's what bugged me about that movie more than that. Well, first of all, sound in space I didn't like. But the thing that really bugged me is the thing about that's keeping us from going to Mars right now is that every inch of your ship has to be used for something, whether it's storing food, storing water. So I could never figure out how they got like a whole gymnasium on their ship where they just have all this open room to just hang out on that big ship, the Hermes.
Yeah.
That's the one part of that movie that bugged me more than even what you're talking about, was just the fact that they had like so much just like useless room on their ship.
Well, you could do it theoretically if the ship is constructed in orbit. Like if they have a space station or they have a moon base or something, and you launch 3, 4, 5, 10 normal shuttles or normal rockets with all the components and you assemble it in space, and then you launch another one just with fuel, I guess you could build a large enough ship, but you can't launch it from Florida with all that room.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
It just struck me as a very strange thing. I did like the movie, though. In the last few days, we watched The Martian, we watched Interstellar, and we watched 2001. And they're all
so.
Good
Did your friend understand Interstellar? Because I sure didn't on the first one.
Oh yeah. Well, he didn't understand. At one point, when he's in the Tesseract at the end, he's like, "Nick, I don't understand what I'm looking at here."
Right.
So I had to explain to him that in the Tesseract at the end, you're looking at every single moment as a separate in that bedroom. You know that bookshelf?
Yeah.
Every single moment is a physical space. That's the way I interpret it.
I mean, Carl Sagan really described it the best, but I didn't watch the Carl Sagan stuff until after Interstellar. Then I started going back and watching his description of a tesseract and how two-dimensional being, a three-dimensional being, and and I guess in this case, they're four-dimensional beings, I guess, five-dimensional beings. So it's just hard to even conceptualize what a tesseract is. And I had to watch that movie 3 times to understand it. I'll be very honest with you. I didn't understand it the first time.
It took me a while too, but my neighbor just kind of asked me, and I just said it as simply as I could. Every possible moment in that bedroom is represented physically.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it's a great concept.
Yeah.
The time dilation stuff, I kind of understood that. I don't think most people would, though. That's an Einstein concept, right? The time dilation or whatever.
It's a tough concept. What I didn't get is two things. One, if they're orbiting a black hole, if they need a Apollo type rocket to leave Earth's gravity, you think those dinky little runabouts wouldn't be able to leave the gravity of one of those planets? You know, a little runabout.
I mean, it's pseudo futuristic though.
Yeah.
Like it's they have a different form of propulsion, and they have these robots and stuff. So you have to kind of get around that.
But if they need a Saturn rocket to leave our planet, like they did early in the movie, then you think those little dinky ships wouldn't be able to leave those planets. And the other thing that kind of bugged me was they did address this, and I only noticed it this one time when I watched it. But when they got to Miller's planet, the first one with the water, Miller would have just died when they got there. And that is something that is really hard to understand. She would have just died when they arrived. Even though
they said like an hour ago or 15. They did say that, right? They said like
he did say it. I only noticed it this time, but on the pitch meeting, you ever watch the pitch meeting guy? He said, "Oh, they should have been alive." You know.
But they found wreckage of her craft, right, in the water. Yeah,
they found a few pieces. Yeah. It's a crazy concept.
And then at the end with the whole like Babylon 5 station thing they had at the end, Cooper Station, whatever. I mean, so the equation basically let them launch this Babylon 5 station off of Earth.
Yeah, the gravity. It's the gravity equation, and it was transmitted to Murph from the Tesseract.
It was tough, man. I loved it though. I loved the. Don't get me wrong. I love the movie. I like Nolan. I'm going to see that Tenet one. I know you've been talking about it forever. I'm going to check it out. I like all the Nolan movies. I'm behind. I'm behind. I haven't even seen Dunkirk yet, and I want to. You know, so
Dunkirk was actually a short movie. You know how Nolan only gets going like an hour and a half into it. That's when the movie starts to get going.
Yeah.
Dunkirk is only 110 minutes.
Okay, well, it's on my list.
Yeah.
It's on my list.
Gotta watch Andor.
That's on my list too. I'm very busy. I wish I had time, and then I watch Star Trek a lot of the time because I have to keep sharp. Thank you. I have to keep sharp for the show. You know, I can't get dull. You know, you guys are tough. I have to keep my Star Trek senses sharp. I can't.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Well, I can't relax for a week. I got to keep watching it over and over.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, Tenet I didn't like for a long time. The last time I watched it, I was like, wow, there's a lot of shit that I finally get.
Yeah.
Like, these movies are like puzzles. One of my favorite non-Nolan puzzle movies is Cloud Atlas. That is not Christopher Nolan, but I love it. You ever see that one?
Nope.
Thomas Potts is saying spoilers. What, for Interstellar? Come on. I mean, come on, man. The movie's 10 years old. Are you serious?
I've seen parts of Cloud Atlas, but it's one of those. I just haven't been able to get through that entire movie yet.
The whole thing about The Martian, though, yeah, I didn't mind the end. There was a couple of parts that I did mind. I don't know. Anything having to do with the Hermes, where they had to like put an explosive on the ship in order to slow it down. I didn't quite buy that at all.
Yeah.
Donald Glover was kind of interesting. I kind of wish somebody would take Star Trek and make a good freaking movie out of it, like a serious movie. Not like all serious, but not treat it like everybody knows it. You know what I mean? The problem with mine is that it was a little too self-aware. It was a little too tongue-in-cheek.
Fresh was backpedaling on Discord. He's not up for paying our money, Omni.
Oh, I didn't know we were playing for real money. Are we? I mean,
Well, you gotta stay
that's pretty
on him
good
for
if we
that.
are. Huh.
He sometimes likes to move the
I'm a little too
goalposts
self-aware.
around.
I'm a little too serious.
But speaking of which, guys, this is just gonna be a short stream tonight because I gotta do
Yes.
get some other
Yeah.
things done
Yeah,
still.
and I'm also going to the afternoon meeting.
Yep. Before we go though,
Needing to
do we
go,
think the
so.
game works out though? Should we actually make it into a game and play
Yeah,
it?
I
Yeah.
like it.
I like it. It's just a little bit irritating with the commercials in the software, of course, but
Yeah,
yeah, the concept is good.
That's just
The
because
concept is good.
on this one just to try it out. I figured I'd use that template thing or
Of
whatever.
course.
So I'm gonna try and
No,
get
but
that other one to work, but I have to figure out how to link it to.
no,
I thought it worked. I thought it worked pretty
the
good.
manner of it, how it works is perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very
I
nice.
guess the only poll the audience is a little bit tough. If there's not enough people in the chat,
Yeah.
that could be a
that's
little
a little bit
difficult.
difficult.
And the phone a friend, obviously, would be somebody else's backstage, I guess, at this point, and we can figure it out how else to do it.
I figure you
But
guys
yeah, it's good.
see my cat before you left.
Aww.
There she is.
Hey, Normal. Yeah, I just need to find it. The other problem with that site that we use tonight is that it doesn't save more than you can't like save multiple game boards in advance. So I have to figure out a way to do that. Or otherwise, I'll just pull the questions and then right before I start the stream, just quickly plug them into the.
I know you may
game board.
loathe doing this, but you can talk to the professor. I'm sure he can help you with this. He's very good with these things. I'm just saying. You know.
Yep. All right, guys. But
Yeah.
with that,
Yep.
I need to wrap things up. Does anyone want to say anything before we head out?
No,
Thanks for
Just
hanging out for a
thanks
bit.
for today and bye all.
that's fun.
Well, thanks for coming on, guys. All right,
Indeed.
with that, guys, we're gonna call it a night. Thanks a lot for hanging out, and yeah, if maybe I don't know, maybe if I can get things put together, maybe we'll do a full game tomorrow night. Otherwise, we'll maybe do one sometime this weekend, maybe like on Sunday or something. But otherwise, if not, we'll get back to it sometime next week. We'll probably try and do it like on a Friday night, so it's not so Patrick doesn't have to get up for work the next day.
That would be excellent.
That might be helpful for him. And then we'll try to do it.
Excellent.
We'll probably try and do it later my time, just so we can get more
Yeah.
people to play too.
Exactly. Indeed.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot.
Thanks,
and
guys. Bye bye.
Have
Good
a
to see
good
you
night. See you
Good to
later.
see you guys.
See you out there.
See ya.